Honestly, God Talks Football. We're back again with another video. That was the most disgraceful performance I have seen from an Arsenal football team under Mikel Arteta in years. In years. From the players to the managers to everybody. You cannot blame referees. You cannot blame the physicality of Newcastle. You cannot blame anybody but ourselves. This team today did not look like a title challenging team. This team today did not look like a team could even compete for the goddamn league. This team today did not look like they could even score a goddamn goal. This team today was an absolute disgrace to all of the fans, everyone who puts their back. I was on the show yesterday and saying I guarantee a win. Little did I know these guys were going to guarantee the worst performance from an Arsenal team in effing years. This team is not as good as I thought. Or is it that Martin Odegaard is the best player in the goddamn world? Because this team looks like a shell of themselves. How could they create all those chances versus Liverpool, but they couldn't do it today versus Newcastle? How could they do all the stuff that they did versus Man City, but they couldn't do it today with 11 men versus Newcastle? There's no excuse of having a red card. There is no excuse of having 10 men. There's no excuse of having a refereeing decision going against us. There is no excuses. This is unacceptable from a team that is supposed to be competing for the league. This is unacceptable from a team that is supposed to be up there as one of the best defensive teams in the world. This is unacceptable from players who I highly regard. Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Declan Rice. All these guys are on the pitch. And they were getting their asses handed to them today from Joe Linton and co. A beautiful goal from Newcastle, by the way. A beautiful goal. One pass from Isaac. They send it out wide. A beautiful cross in from Anthony Gordon, and our whole defense is put to bed. And you guys, you can't even say I'm overreacting today. This was the worst performance from an Arsenal team I have seen in years. Arsenal are scary. Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that. Today, they don't show me nothing for me to back them. Today, they made me lose a little bit of hope in this season, because now we could potentially be 9 points behind City. Now the title race could actually be a situation where it could be an afterthought. I don't want to think that way right now, but of course you have to look at what's in front of you. The reality of the situation is, let me add Gunnar Souls in this. The reality of the situation is today, these players, the manager, nobody should be let off the hook. This was the worst performance since the Fulham game. This was worse than the Fulham game. This was worse than the West Ham game. We didn't even score. We didn't even look like we were going to score. Did we have one shot the whole game? Yo, Souls, what are you saying, man? Because right now, I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, you know what? Without Martin Odegaard, we've weathered the storm for long enough. But today, Newcastle handed it to us. And honestly, we had 10 shots, 1 on target. These players, for the majority of the game, did not look like they even were up for the fight. At least last year we showed fight, and this year we're not showing fight. What the fuck? Talk to me, bro. I'm shocked.
I mean, the manager thought it was a good idea to keep the same 11 after halftime. I mean, unless I'm going absolutely insane, lock me up in a mental asylum, because God knows what that guy saw in the first half to say, do you know what? I'm not even going to take a risk. The guy's a pussy. He's a shitbag. The guy wants to win with this crazy idea in his head. Just fucking win. I don't care how you win. Win ugly, win great, win gracefully. I don't give a fuck. Just win. This guy, right, wants to do these stupid things, right? He's like in his head, oh my God, look at me. He is the main character. He suffers from main character syndrome. He wants to be the guy. He cannot let the team fucking win. When are we going to actually sit here, right, and say this guy trusts his squad? It's been 4 seasons. And not once can I sit here and confidently tell you this guy trusts his squad. As soon as something goes wrong, as soon as one injury happens, right, the guy doesn't just do the simple thing, the most logical thing. He needs to overcomplicate shit. Why did you break a system that was working? If this guy, right, would renovate his entire house and go, do you know what? Fuck you, let's demolish it. He's a fool. I'm actually sick of it now. I'm tired, man. And do you know what? I'm saying it today. If he fucking does not win a single thing this season, the guy can go. Because no context can be given to this anymore. Ethan, you wanted to sell ESR, you wanted to sell Fabio Vieira, you wanted to sell all your senior number 10s, and then the 110 you decided to keep, right, gets injured, and what do? The one player you promoted to be the understudy, you decide to never play him. Am I a fool for backing you? Because I feel stupid.
Right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not fully lost hope, but
I'm saying Arteta out if he doesn't win anything this season. Because I'm fucking had enough of
it. They could win the League Cup. That's not enough for me.
No, if he don't win, he needs to fucking win. I don't even care. Win the Carabao Cup, and I'll have a glimmer of backing for you. Just win something. Because at the moment, you've done fuck all since the FA Cup. And every single season we back you, we give you context, we give you this, beautiful story, and look at what you've done. But now it's getting hard, man. Our first half, okay, you made your mistakes. Rectify them, man. But no, you want to sit there like an absolute fool and just say, you know what, let's just put the same team out there. And what does that same team do? What did Trossard do? What are you watching? Are you a dickhead? Are you a fool?
No, but bro, we lose. The reason why I'm mad is because we showed no fight in this game for majority of the game. Newcastle kept going
at us. Manager, swap something. Do something, man.
And that was why I'm the most pissed off. The substitution still didn't make any difference. Because Newcastle, at that point, they just need to hold it down. We lost further ground in this title race. Bro, is the title race fucking over?
At the moment, what else can you do? The 8 points. The thing is, the reason why it's so flipping hard, right, to say it's not over is because we've been ahead. But we've never chased it. And we've lost the league even when we're in comfortable positions.
Bro,
how can we chase Man City, man? How can we chase?
We haven't won in 3 games. We haven't won a game.
They've got Kevin De Bruyne back. How are we? How? Tell me how we're going to win.
We haven't won a game in 3 games. We lost, drew, and lost. We've dropped in the last 9 games. Not out of 9 points, we've gotten 1.
Now, do you know what the people in the comments saying, trust your manager? It's not about me trusting him. The guy needs to make the right decision. What can I do? I can't back this shit. What do you want me to do?
How we can even break down the game? It was a beautiful goal from Isaac. You can't fault our defense much for the goal that they scored. They did a great cross, beautiful delivery. Isaac knew where he was. The difference between Arsenal and them is we did not have anybody in the box. The box was vacated majority of the game. Saka's making crosses into the box, vacated. Nobody's there. Nobody's getting at the end of them. The one time we get a cross in at the end, Declan Rice doesn't even believe the ball was going to get to his head.
Absolutely. You know what? These guys are 100% on bonuses for not scoring goals. They in their heads think they won today. They're fucking idiots. All of them. I don't even care at this point. I'm calling them all. Saka's out. Like you said, brilliant deliveries, right? And not a single player is gambling their life on it. What is it? A bonus for not scoring? Every miss you get another £1 million. What is it? Like, what is actually going on this season? I'm not waiting until Dubai happens again. I'm not waiting for Martin Odegaard to come back because one injury should not cripple you this much, man. Nah, this is getting out of hand. Look, I'm saying it now. Like, if he doesn't win, I can't be asked. I'm done. I'm fully done. Because how long can I give you to win something?
I do believe today's on Arteta.
The whole season's been on him. I don't even care. The whole season's been on him.
Today's definitely on Arteta. Arteta's accountable for today's loss. You can't put it on the players. The manager set up those players. They were set up wrong. He didn't make a change. He continued to go with it. At halftime, he should have made a change. He didn't make a change at halftime.
Arteta, the guy took the Tavares off in 30 minutes. You do the same with Trossard. I don't care. Grow up here.
Disgraceful performance, mate. Disgraceful performance. Was there any positives from today's game? Thomas Partey.
If you can find one, please tell me because I don't fucking know anything.
The only person I say keep your head up is Raya and Partey. Partey was the only person picking up the ball and making passes. He was playing right back, and they were asking him to be the creative midfielder. Declan Rice was dropping deep into a thing. It's not a situation where I'm going to criticize every single player, but the reality is Leandro Trossard, absolute stinker from Leandro Trossard. What the hell was Leandro Trossard doing for that 90 minutes? Leandro Trossard was a liability. Leandro Trossard should not have started. Leandro Trossard should not be playing in the 10 over Ethan. Odegaard needs to come back ASAP. Odegaard needs to start versus Chelsea. Right now, dare I say it, you know I hate Chelsea. If we go to Chelsea's ground and play the way we did today, we're not winning. We're not doing shit versus Chelsea. But yo, we got a super chat. You've only lost 2 games this season. No idea why you guys are being negative. There's injuries and Arteta's working with a light bench. First things first, we have not won a game in 3 games. Number 2, we have dropped way too many points and we're way too behind the likes of Man City and Liverpool to continuously drop points and make excuses like this. We need to continue to keep pace. We cannot expect ourselves to go on a 14, 15 game winning streak when we're not winning games consecutively. If we were to have won at least one of our last 3 games, then maybe we would have kept pace. We have gotten 1 point out of 9. I'm sorry. This is not negativity. This is the reality. I'm not a negative person. Gunnar Solskjaer naturally is not a negative person. This is just the situation we find ourselves in. I'm sorry. That's the reality of the situation. It's not negativity. It's the reality. You cannot tell any Arsenal fan that's angry today that they're being negative. Because right now, when you're not winning games,
I'm going to be honest with you. This whole super chat bullshit. Every single thing he's wrote. I don't. Thank you for the super chat, but everything bullshit. Light bench. That's his bench. I don't give a shit. You've decided to promote Ethan Nawari, Miles Lewis-Skelly. You wanted to sell Fabio Vieira, ESR. You wanted to sell all these players, and now you want to talk about a light bench.
Today's bench was good enough for him to make changes. He had Raheem Sterling, he had Miles Lewis-Skelly, he had Jesus, Ben White, Kivio, Zinchenko, Ethan Waneri, Jorginho. He did not make a change until the 61st minute. For how many minutes do you need to see things not working for you not to make a change? I'm sorry. Mikel Arteta needs to be more proactive. He's being too reactionary. He needs to be proactive. I swear to you, how is Eddie Howe making his first change closer to Arteta? Arteta should have been making his change way before half even started. Because second half, we started playing football and we looked worse. We could have conceded in the first seconds. You know what? Another person who deserves praise, David Raya. David Raya did a good job today because it could have been worse. It could have been worse. He made 3 crucial saves. You got to, if there's 2 positives, you know I'm always looking for positives. That's the only positives. The defense, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, they got caught dead in the and Isaac was floating in the middle between them. Timber, shocker. What was Timber doing today? Timber was giving away, got a giveaway a yellow. He was losing the ball. It looked good for the first couple of seconds, but he was drifting.
I don't know. It's not even just individual. This whole squad looks shit, man.
Martinelli, another one.
Wait. We need to sell him. We need to sell
Martinelli. What do we do with Martinelli?
Sell him. The problem is we every time, and we need fucking players all the time. We're the only club that always needs someone. I'm tired, man. I'm sick of this. Like, the thing is, people want me to find a positive. The problem is, it's not even this game. This season's been horrible. And I want to be patient, and I want to be like, do you know what? But when's that bold? I'm waiting for an Arteta ballsy moment. He is a lucky Frederick Lundberg and, Unai Emery promoted Saka. Because this guy would never have given Bukayo Saka a chance if you hadn't seen him before. We're lucky that the previous raid, I don't think he wouldn't have. Because you can see it now. When's he giving a player a chance? He doesn't give the youth a chance.
All right.
He's lucky that Unai Emery and Freddie gave him a chance. I'm being real.
1 second. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. To ask Arteta, because he seems to be a stupid idiot that wants to play. He needs to change the 11. That's where we go from here. Can he be brave? Can he find Kahuna? Troy Deeney.
1 second.
You have cojones.
1 second. He brought Zinchenko and Ethan on, didn't really change the game.
What do you want them to do in that situation? They should have been starting. They're the kinds of players that should have been starting.
What can we do as a team to improve? Because right now, this is a situation where we're going to be facing Chelsea. They're open defensively. Hopefully, we can still score against them. But right now, Odegaard comes back in a couple of days. Maybe we can
Just for the love of God, do not start Trossard. If he starts Trossard, I'm turning the TV off. I'm not even watching the game.
Arsenal blown the title race, bro.
Yes, 100%. It's done. Just focus on the cups. Play the under-21s in the Premier League. I don't care. There's no hope anymore.
Do you think Gabriel Magalhaes was injured today, and that's why he was moving? He was moving kind of weak.
Well, it had nothing to do with him. Well, what's the defense going to do? Yes, they had a few moments in that game where they could have scored, but what's the attack doing? What's the midfield doing?
Okay, and Martinelli struggled.
We're going to be 8 points behind after this weekend. How? Where? In which one? We've blown the leads of 8 points. We're never going to catch 8 points up. They're only getting their players back as well.
How come today the set pieces weren't working either?
Because the deliveries were wank.
Declan Rice today could not deliver a single.
The guy had a stinker, a world-class stinker. He was shit today. Absolutely shit.
Horrendous performance all day. Bro, let's just get into player ratings and try to wrap this up. People in the chat, let me know what you guys think. We got Blaze here, Chelsea fan. I finally agree with Igal. The referees cost you sending off Saka from the first minute. Are you still haven't lost with 11 men on the pitch? Shout out Raheem Sterling. Second day. Bro, Chelsea fans are actually funny. This guy found a way to try to make me laugh. Honestly, he found a way to make me laugh. You know what? It is.
I swear down, if someone blames a ref today, I'm blocking them.
One second. We deserve to get cooked. We deserve to get criticism. We deserve everything we got today. We got our asses handed to us, and we did not do enough to improve. But before we go, Souls, let's do the player ratings. Fuck me, mate. I'll give Raya a 7. I thought he was good. I'll give Partey a 6. I thought he was the best player on the pitch. Everyone else is going to get low ratings. Timber, he gets a 4. These two, I'm going to give them a 5.5. Everybody here, Martinelli, I'm giving Martinelli a 4. Declan Rice, he's getting a 5. Moreno, useless for majority of the game. He's gonna get a 4 also. Saka, probably one of the better players. I'll give him a 6. Havertz, didn't really notice him much. I'll give him a 5. And Trossard, terrible performance. I'm gonna give him a 3. What are you saying? What are you giving Raya?
Raya can get like a 7 or an 8 because he was outstanding today. Like he would have been worse. And 7 for Partey. 3 and a 3 because they had nothing to do, and even when they did, they didn't do anything. He can also get a 1 today because he was shit. Martinelli can get a -10. He was fucking awful. Rice as well can get a -10 alongside that shit. He can get a 1. I don't know what he did today. Saka's unfortunately tried to make things happen. I'll give him a 5. Trossard, fuck that. Or Havertz, first time ever, but he can get a 1 as well. Trossard, well, he can fuck off. Honestly, if he starts, he can piss off.
Substitutes Zinchenko and Ethan were probably better than majority of the starters. I'm going to give them both 5s.
I don't care. The bench, I'm not blaming the bench for the fucking awful shit that these guys put them through. What could they do? It was a disaster class to come on to.
Finally, let's just look at these stats because the stats from today's game is shocking. 10 shots, 1 on target, and it was a set piece. What do you have to say about that?
Wicked, isn't it? We're playing absolutely scintillating football. This manager knows what he's doing. I'm honestly just like sick of it. It's just so boring, man. It's like every time we have the same questions about this guy. And it's like, it's just getting tired. Just trust your bench, play the right players, and play the system that bloody works. Just unleash these players. Just unleash hell on teams. I don't care about the defensive records anymore. I just want to just score. Play Ange football. I don't even care.
I'm not running from the terrace, guys. I'm going to go on there right now. I just had to do my quick match reaction. Everyone go check us out. We're going to go on the terrace. Souls, you going to join us?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm out of here, people. Love for the love. Very, very poor performance. And Souls, you got anything to say? Don't say Arteta out.
No, not yet. But if he doesn't win, then I will.
All right. We're out of here, people. Catch you guys on the next show. I'll be doing Vibes 6 tomorrow where I'm going to absolutely get cooked. Hopefully, Man City and Liverpool drop points, but it's unlikely. And I'm getting cooked from everyone over there. But big up to you, Faison. I'm out of here. Peace. Love.